known as the Metaverse, an interconnected 3D virtual reality space. To know more about the Metaverse, Metro TV's Sarah Wayne spoke with the Vice President of Meta Southeast Asia, Benjamin Zhou.
Mark Zuckerberg has announced that he has changed Facebook into Meta, and this has made everyone raise discussion, trying to figure out what exactly does he mean by Metaverse, which he also claimed to be the next chapter of the internet, and what potential does it have? We have with us today on Jakarta Movers and Shakers, the Vice President of Meta in Southeast Asia, Benjamin Zhou. Hello, Ben, how are you?
It's a pleasure to be here, Sarah.
Likewise, thank you for being here. The pleasure is all ours, Ben. Ben, first of all, can you please tell us in detail exactly what is Facebook or Meta's Metaverse and what will it actually entails?
So we believe the metaverse is the next evolution in social technologies and the successor to the mobile internet. The metaverse is made up of virtual spaces, including immersive 3D experiences that are all interconnected, so you can easily move between them and engage with other people who aren't in the same physical space as you. So there's three things that kind of stand out. Number one, a higher sense of presence. It will enhance the feeling of being close to one another, regardless of physical distance. So imagine a person in Indonesia who weren't able to connect with family and friends, given the distance. They can feel a higher sense of presence in the metaverse. Second, economic opportunity. The metaverse will unlock new opportunities for businesses and communities, just like how the internet did. Creators will build digital spaces, experiences, digital goods, and unlock another level of 3D creativity. And then thirdly, increased inclusivity. The immersive and emerging experiences means more people will be able to choose to study, train, receive healthcare that felt off limits because of where they live or what they can afford. So imagine a single mom in rural parts of Indonesia who can receive the same level of or high level quality level of education and the healthcare that was not possible before.
Okay, and what kind of services in terms, because as you mentioned before, that it will entail all of the said above, but what kind of services exactly will Meta give or offer to its users? And when can we expect it to launch?
So to be clear, Meta is not building the metaverse. We're actually building for it. And just like the mobile internet, the metaverse is not a single product that one company can build alone. It's going to be a collective project that will require global partnership with businesses, creators, policymakers, entrepreneurs, and more. And our vision is still in the early stages. So many of these experiences won't be fully realized until the next 5 to 10 years. But if I give you a glimpse of a couple of things that are already launched, and again, a lot of companies are building for the metaverse, and there are products and solutions out there. But specifically for Meta, we have products on the hardware side where we launched a VR headset named Quest 2 last year. And then this year, we launched an AR glass type of product, which is called Rainband Stories earlier this year. On the software side, there's many gaming companies that are already building for this experience. A highlight is a fitness app, which I use pretty regularly to work out in one of the experiences. There's also a app that experience that we launched around Horizon Workrooms, which is a tool that helps people collaborate in virtual spaces through avatars and gives us a higher sense of collaboration and brainstorming and ideation real time. And then on the tool side, there's a tool called Spark AR, where you can build AR masks and experiment with making immersive experiences. We have creators in Indonesia who build creative effects like the virtual Barong Bali masks. We're very early in the journey, but really exciting in building this together with developers and creators.
Okay, and Ben, speaking of each individual countries, and especially here in this region in Southeast Asia and Indonesia in particular, what will Meta's metaverse be like, or what will it have to offer for countries just like Indonesia?
So our hope is that within the next decade, the metaverse will reach 1 billion people, host hundreds of billions of dollars in digital commerce, and support jobs for millions of creators and developers. And that will, of course, benefit us as Meta, but many other developers, creators, and entrepreneurs too. I think it's also important to remember that it is not about Meta building this, but how we partner to make this vision a reality. And already there are many incredible partnerships in research and experimentation in these emerging technologies happening across Southeast Asia. And Indonesia is also the home to some of the most creative communities. So just to introduce you a couple of programs that we've already launched, we have a program called XR Programs and Research Fund, which is a $50 million research fund in organizations based around the world that we can ensure that we're creating the next generation of the internet, the metaverse, responsibly. So we have 3 here in Asia: Singapore, Hong Kong, and Korea. We also have a lot of technology innovation on the AR front. We talked about the AR filters and that experience. So today, there's more than 700 million people use our AR products across Facebook's apps and devices every month. And in fact, people in Asia Pacific represent a majority of that monthly active creators. So we're investing in programs to support these creators. This includes a $150 million investment to kickstart the AR VR ecosystem for education, career development, and access to the metaverse.
And Ben, why now? Why has the company decided to focus on the metaverse now?
So we're focused on helping build the metaverse because it's the successor to the mobile internet. I've been here at Meta for over a decade, and we are very passionate and committed in helping people connect. So we've always been about building social connections, and this is the next major evolution in social technology.
Okay. And we'd like to also know a little bit, probably get another view on regarding about Meta's our Facebook, which has faced scrutiny regarding data privacy and also its content management in the past. How does the company intend to deal with this issue in the metaverse space exactly? Do you think this will be a more challenging issue to cope or to handle with?
So we're going to be guided by some core principles as we build this out. So our goal is to minimize the amount of data we collect on people in the metaverse. And second, we will be transparent about the data we do have and what we do with it. So we should do this as early as we build rather than trying to retroactively fix things later down the line. And that is why we feel very good about where we are, and we're being early about this. And it cannot be done by us alone. It has to be in partnership with experts and policymakers. And that's why in September, we announced that $50 million investment fund in global research and programs to partner with different constituencies, and we can develop this responsibly. So we'll work with experts in government, industry, and academia to think through these issues and opportunities in the metaverse. For instance, its success, I think, will depend on building a robust interoperability across services. So different companies' experience can all work together. We also need to involve human rights and civil rights communities from the start to ensure these technologies are built in a way that's inclusive and empowering. So the metaverse will be built collectively between companies, creators, developers, academia, and regulators. And the rules of how it will be run also needs to be set by a diverse and wide range of stakeholders.
Okay. And Ben, can you please tell us what is the future like in the metaverse? What is the future of the work life and also the activities like, and what is the future of the world with the metaverse presence?
So just to set some context, I've been working mostly from my home during the last 2 years, like many of us. And I think a lot of us would attest that having a real sense of presence to be able to work with people is a really important thing. At Meta, we've actually been preparing for a hybrid way of working for some time. So we've invested heavily in enterprise software and video technology to keep people connected regardless of the distance. We also have a product called Workplace from Meta, for instance, which helps foster a stronger sense of community and engagement, as well as communicate with employees in real time as they navigate through the challenges of the last 15 months. And I post my videos, my monthly videos, and we collaborate and exchange ideas real time through this product. In the metaverse, we think there will be a higher sense of presence and collaboration in terms of future of work. So earlier this year, we've launched a product called Horizon Workrooms. This is a virtual space where people can come together and they can collaborate, they can ideate, they can communicate, they can even whiteboard. And you're in the form of an avatar and you can actually hear your colleagues where they sit with spatial audio. So it gives you a very, very higher sense of presence as if you are in the room with them. So you can brainstorm, whiteboard, ideate, and work on a document, hang out and socialize. And the flow just is much more natural with a higher sense of collaboration. Now, what's clear is Workrooms is not the metaverse. It's actually a foundational step toward the metaverse. And it's actually a good example of how it might feel to be embodied in the internet, but it is not the metaverse. And we built Workrooms, the Horizon Workrooms, with privacy and safety in mind. So you, as the user, are in control of your own experience. And we'll be building this together and partnering with different organizations as we go.
Okay, so the key here is collaboration through technology. Thank you, Benjamin Joe, the Vice President of Meta in Southeast Asia, for joining us on Jakarta Movers and Shakers.
Thank you for having me.